everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. Before we begin, I just want to say that holiday season has arrived and our limited release Shiba holiday mugs and digital prints are now up on the Fantasy Goodies shop on Etsy. They will be available till the 10th of December. I will put a link in the description for those of you who are interested. But okay, let's jump into the actual episode. I'm actually quite excited because we have some cool things going on which half are expected and half are unexpected, like the update that we got for sentiments. Just, I think, this morning, someone commented, I think it was Rubis on my Witches and Nobles challenge, saying something about sentiments, and I know that that feature was connected to the new expansion pack coming out for Snowy Escape, but I had no clue what it was about. I didn't watch any of the live streams, and then I just jumped into my Vampire Amazon save and looked at what it was, and I am excited, guys. I am excited. Our stories are going to get so much more interesting with the sentiments feature, and we even have the sim profiles, which I really want to get a look at. But apart from that, as you guys know, unfortunately, our champion Soul had twin baby boys in the previous episode. Now, we do have to move on, and we do need to get some girls going, so it is now time for our next breeding, which Queen Wisteria is going to have the honor of doing. So we're going to be working on all of those in this episode. I'm quite excited. But okay, let's strap in and get going, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so surprisingly, the Queen wasn't that annoyed by the fact that Soul had twin baby boys. In fact, contrary to past queens, Wisteria has the attitude that, well, I have more soldiers in my army, so I really don't see what's so terrible about having these boys born from the Royal Coven, which is actually really cool for an evil queen. I must say, Wisteria's evil, but she looks really relaxed to me, guys. She's an interesting evil queen. Also, our beautiful Marigold has aged up into an elder, and I'm so glad some of you liked the way she looked and her makeover. She is just fabulous, isn't she? I think with that white hair and the dark blue color, the indigo almost dark blue color that she's got going on, it really looks good. It really looks good. But look, already you can see sentiments. So we won't have already developed sentiments just yet, but as we play, these sims are going to start building sentiments and having sentiments towards each other. And the really cool thing about this, now I haven't played around with it at all, so this is the first time I'm seeing it, but the cool thing about it, that your sims won't necessarily have the same sentiments from an experience, which I kind of feel like is similar to The Sims 2 in some sense, because one thing I've always had a problem with is that with my relationships between my sims, for example, when, I don't know if you guys remember, but when Ophelia had a really, really close relationship with Ambrosia, but Ambrosia used to yell at her all the time, I always saw that as a one-sided relationship, where Ophelia looked up to Ambrosia, but Ambrosia kind of was always suspicious of Ophelia because Ophelia was the daughter of a traitor. Now with sentiments, that's how things work. Just because one sim feels good about another doesn't mean the other one feels the same. They might have different versions of the same experience almost in their own minds, which is really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But that comes up whenever your sims speak to each other. You might already know this from the live stream, but it's the first time I'm kind of exploring it. So when our sims are talking, usually you'll have sentiments up here. I think there's negative, positive, long-term, and short-term. So what typically happens, and I'm so sorry if I'm yammering on, but I'm trying to explain as much of this as possible before we jump into the actual gameplay. You know what? I'll hit it on play, let these ladies do their own thing while I continue explaining what I'm trying to explain. But basically, you can have a maximum of 4 sentiments that one sim can have about another sim up in that panel that you just saw. And what happens is that if you have 4 sentiments, then I think the sentiments have like a background color, and how dark the background color is shows how strong that emotion is, or how strong that sentiment is. And if they gain a new sentiment about that sim, then the weakest sentiment out of all of those 4 gets replaced with the new one. So that's kind of interesting. But let me, okay, we'll just jump into the relationship panel. Oh, honey, hello, are you napping? Are you napping? You can just go to sleep, you know. Okay, it's 5 p.m. I feel like it's kind of early to send her to bed. I'll send her up to sleep in a second. But before we do that, I kind of quickly just want to look at something. Oh, look at these! I'm excited about so many things, and the fact that they are just relaxing, having a look at these bookshelves. Also, the babies have been moved out to their father. The Devils are, so they live with him now. It is still the day that Marigold has turned into an elder, so it's her birthday, and it's the day that Soul's given birth. So we're continuing not long after that. But, for example, if we click on... So like you saw, when they speak to each other... Let's see, let's get them to discuss fitness techniques. Right, so when they speak to each other, you have this little notebook, which you click on, or you open, and you can see their sentiments. But also, this thing I really, really like. We can go ahead and actually click on the sim here, and it opens up their profile. And look at how cool this looks. The thing I love is that you have a full body shot of whoever our character is over on the left side, and that's amazing. We have their biography, we have their traits, careers and education, their relationships. I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm excited for them to have children and see how these children grow up, and even how these ladies develop their relationships, because now we'll actually have really, really deep and meaningful sentiments going on between them, which is super cool. But okay, we've got that going on, and I think that's all I had to freak out about. What about our ghost? I haven't tried looking at our ghost. So obviously our ghost doesn't have much going on, but oh well, that's fine. Okay, well, that's all pretty exciting. Now, if we have a look at the calendar, the Blood Bowl is tomorrow. It is currently 6 p.m. Now, I was thinking about whether or not we should wait before I jump and get the next sim pregnant, but I thought, you know what? No. I actually have no clue how many boys we're going to have, and if we keep having boys, then we need to get more breedings done. So, I'm just going to just go on from here. We're going to get Queen Wisteria to try for an heir, because that's what she's going to be hoping for. So, what Queen Wisteria is going to do is she needs to go speak with Oriana. So, let's... Oh, yeah, discuss plasma flavors for the Blood Bowl. You need to go do that, too. But she's going to speak to Oriana. And we have to chat a little bit about the breeding. Because as you know, in the previous breeding that we had with Soul, the Queen did consult her scholar, Lady Oriana. Oriana suggested that Arnold is the vampire that Soul should breed with, which the Queen was happy to go ahead with. Now, obviously, for her own breeding, the Queen doesn't need to consult anyone, but since she is super close to Oriana, yeah, she's closest to Oriana, I feel as though that's something she would talk to Oriana about. Maybe get some feedback on who she thinks the Queen should breed with. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, the Ranarain boys, they're the first Ranarain boys to ever be born in that bloodline, which is kind of cool, but also I'm slightly concerned because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know if Soul's going to get a second chance. I don't know. So we're just going to have to see what ends up happening. She may not, but things look kind of bleak at this stage. It depends how many other boys everyone else has, whether or not she gets a chance. So if we start having an influx of girls, then chances are Soul probably isn't going to get a second chance. But if we keep having a lot of boys, then she might get a chance. But okay, let's go ahead and chat a little bit. Okay, so essentially, Queen's chatting to Oriana about what she thinks. And Oriana over here, now, the Ranarain boys that are born, they are the nephews of Oriana. So, look, she already has a good relationship with them because they are her nephews. So that's another thing. I guess we can't see relationships anymore from the get-go. Not all the time. So, cousin? Oh, sorry, my bad. Not nephews, cousins. So these little baby boys, they're actually cousins to Oriana. So, obviously, she's going to be a little bit fond of them. Now, Oriana is going to suggest to the Queen, from the multitude of vampires and men that we have available for her, to try for an heir with, potentially the next queen with, Oriana's going to suggest, well, you should probably go for someone strong, someone who's displayed some leadership material, and she's going to actually suggest to the queen the commander of the army might be a suitable match for her first breeding. Because remember, now the queen is trying for an heir, which is a huge thing. And I actually wanted to throw, when the queen got pregnant, a celebration to say and announce that, hey, she's expecting the heiress. But we're going to have the Blood Bowl anyways in the next day, so I'm just going to say we do all of that together in one. But Oriana's going to suggest to her Antonio Knox. So that's who the queen is going to be breeding with. And the queen could have said no, but I think the queen is pretty happy to go along with what Oriana is saying. She doesn't have any specific males that she would go for necessarily, and I don't think she's against Oriana's idea. She thinks it's pretty good. She thinks it's a good suggestion. So she is going to go to the, I can't even remember. The Shadow Fort? Is it the Shadow Fort? I don't even remember what it's called. The place where the army currently resides. We need to go there. And we need to go ahead and get the queen breeding with Antonio Knox. Now, another thing that you guys might know about Antonio Knox is that he is Oriana's uncle from her mother's side and not from her father's side. So that's an interesting thing that we have going on. Now, was it Antonio? Arnold Devilzar was Oriana's uncle from her father's side, and now she's matching another member of the court, the queen herself, with a relative from her mother's side. So I can kind of see Oriana being smart in the sense that she's trying to introduce blood relatives into the court potentially, so that, I don't know, maybe they can balance the evil influence that the queen has from Isadora and all these kind of things, right? So, okay, let's go ahead, grab the queen, and we're actually going to head off to the army so we can get this done. Now, my hope is that once we have the queen expectant, that, let's see, we have to go to Oasis Springs. And we have to go to, what is this called? Is this the Shadow Fort? I don't remember what it's called. The Shadow Lair, my bad. It's the Shadow Lair. We're going to go to the Shadow Lair, and we are going to get this breeding underway. Also, is the Snowy Escape pack out now? I haven't been keeping track, so I had no clue. But if it is, then I might have to get it at some stage. Whether or not I get it now depends. I might not get it straight away. I'll have to see. I might wait on it for a month or two before I get it. But anyways, okay. We have everyone here. Looks like the queen's uncles, Jamie and Wendell, and Peyton, they're all here, and her cousin, Casey, is also here. So that's pretty cool. Look at Casey with his purple eyes. Wonderful. So let's head on inside. Now, another thing about this fort. Do we actually have a door I can knock on? Or is this the front door? It can't be, right? Where's the door? Do we even have a door? Hold on a second. Okay, this is where things get kind of rough. Because I don't know if we have a door in here. Oh, come on. Come on, please. Can we not get inside? Knock on door. Okay. Knock. I don't know which door we're knocking on. We're knocking on some door, peoples. And I'm hoping that Arnold is here. Because if Arnold isn't, then the queen's going to go to someone else. So she has done Oriana the, I guess you could say, honor of going ahead with her suggestion and trying to pursue Antonio Knox. I don't think the queen sees anything bad in trying to strengthen and forge relationships within the court. Okay, and I don't know if we have any... Oh, yep, Antonio's here, guys. Okay, Antonio Knox. He's the current commander, so we need to do a royal greeting. And then these guys hopefully can have some private time. And do we have any coffins over here that they could potentially use? I mean, we have a bed. I don't know if we have a coffin. Hold on a second. Let me check. We don't have a coffin, I think. No coffins, but we do have a double bed. Although I think that it might be reserved for our alchemist. I'm not entirely sure. I am not entirely sure. Let's see what we can get done. Let's see what we can get done. We can invite him back to the castle if need be. And this is actually a really cute library, and I don't think I spent too much time here when we came last. Okay. She's chatting with Antonio. Wait, okay, they're not related. I was really concerned for a second. Let's ask about Day, and we need some privacy. So let's see if we can maybe sit and chat over there. The commander and the queen, everyone. The commander and the queen. So this is exciting. Antonio was the twin brother of Nymphadora Knox, for those of you who remember. But let's have a look at him. I need to see who the queen's breeding with. We need to see who the queen's breeding with. He was chosen, just like Arnold, because of his family relationships. For Oriana, at least. But the queen agreed because he's the commander of the army. So he's capable. He's a capable vampire, and he should produce capable children. But let's have a look at him. So he's got... Oops, nope. He's got kind of ashen skin. He's got the yellow eyes, which is like Oriana, different to the queen's. And brown hair. He's got sharp ears, which is good. Remember, the royals only breed with vampires with sharp ears. And his features look very similar to Nymphadora. He's got kind of like cute-ish features. So I think they should produce a good child together. Jamie, no. Not now. Not now, Jamie. Please. Not now. Not now. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to add Arnold to our group, and we're gonna try and get some privacy, guys. Jeez. Should we come out here, maybe? Okay, we're gonna go outside. Please tell me this is shaded. Yes. Is it? Yes, it's shaded. Yeah, okay. Because these people, they're not resistant to the sun, so we don't want to mess around with that. No. But come on, Arnold. Come on. Oh, Jamie, no. No, Jamie. Jamie and Major, uncles, please. Please, uncles. We are busy trying to make an heir. And you are just distracting us. No, uncles, no. I mean, I know he's the commander and everyone probably wants to speak to him for whatever reason, but we're trying to speak to Arnold. I mean, Antonio. I'm mixing up everyone's names. They have similar names, guys. Come on, Antonio. Okay, he's coming. Jeez. And no, don't go. Don't mourn. I think, guys. I think we had a death over here. I think Dwight passed away. Dwight Alcandrica. Huh. If that is the case, then we need a new alchemist over here, guys. So, please jump into your submissions and make some sims. Yep. Dwight Alcandrica. So, he's passed on. Okay, guys. So, what I need you to do is make some male sims for me. Individuals, please. And submit them with the hashtag FantasyEsque on the gallery. And I will pick from one of them to join the army as the resident alchemist. So we need that to be a thing. My goodness. Okay, we'll just stash that away in the corner. Don't mind us. Okay, is Antonio coming? Yes. Sweet. This is difficult. Jeez. I did not think it would. I thought this would happen pretty quickly, but apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, that you going back inside to the busy room? You're going back inside? No! No! Stop it! Uncles! Antonio! No! We want to have a private conversation with you. Private, I tell you. We don't want to be with the uncles. Oh my goodness. Where else can we go? Let's go downstairs. Let's try and go downstairs. Maybe we'll get some privacy here. Okay, come on. Maybe if we go to a whole nother level, things will work out a little bit better. Come on, Antonio. Let's go. Let's go. I know you men constantly want your attention. And also, this is the Queen's first visit to the Shadowlands, so maybe her uncle's excited to see her. Because really, they've heard about her, but they've never actually met her. So I'm sure that's all great, but the Queen is here for some serious business, okay guys? So we need to get this serious business underway. Okay, Antonio. There we go. This is much better. So they have some privacy in the commander's office over here. Let's inquire about living conditions. Oh, no. Nope. Can I not? I don't want them to go and chat over there. Can you just speak to him? Okay, finally. They're having a seat over here in the dining hall. They're chatting to each other. My goodness, get to know him a little bit. Jeez, this is taking so much work. And let's discuss logic puzzles. I'm sure he knows. Oh, well, he probably doesn't know, but you can tell him why you're here. You're here for a very special reason. He has been selected from all of our vampiric males across the Salazar Empire to father the royal heir. So hopefully he feels honored by that and excited. I mean, he looks happy, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and start throwing down some of the flirts. Compliment appearance. Throw in a flirt. You can do it, Queenie. You can do it. I don't remember if Soul had a hard time. I think Soul was pretty good. Soul was pretty good with it. Okay, there we go. Also, what do you guys think about this pairing? Oh, no. Don't go. Well, if you're going to that room, that's fine. But what do you guys think about this pairing? I know a bunch of you didn't think that Arnold and Soul would produce pretty children. Which, hey, I don't know. No, Queenie, don't yell at him. You're supposed to have a child with him. Don't yell at him, at least not yet. But what about Antonio? I think in the previous generation, a bunch of you really wanted Antonio to breed with one of our ladies, but he didn't end up doing so. He is, however, going to be breeding with the Queen, so what do you guys think about that pairing? I think they could produce a decent child. It would be interesting if we had a vampire with the ashen skin, because I don't think we've had a royal with ashen skin. Yeah. All of our royals, actually, if you think about it, have had this kind of fair skin tone. They've actually maintained a very similar skin tone throughout history. I remember in the previous generation, I was hoping that we would have a really dark-skinned princess, because one of the fathers were dark-skinned, but didn't end up happening. Inherited the mother's skin tone, because Athena was so flippin' fair. But it would be interesting to have like an ashen royal. Okay, here we go. I think we're making some good progress, guys. We're making some good progress. Let's compliment appearance. Look deeply into eyes. And I don't think we're going to be able to finish this in this episode. My goodness, I thought we'd be able to do it super quick. But apparently not. I didn't realize how much struggle it was going to be to get this done. What do you guys think? I think they'll have a cute kid together. At least I hope they will. But okay. Let's flirt a little bit more. And let's, yep, okay. They can have their first kiss now. Do you need to pee? Do you need to pee, Antonio? Well, I'm sorry, you can't go to the restroom just yet. You've got some stuff to do. So, we'll wrap up, I think, with this. With the queen making her final move. Come on, Queenie. Let's do this. And then I'll just have to carry on in the next episode. But, oh, look at that. Look at that. Our lovely queen. And the commander. Oh, the privileges of being a commander. Okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.